this is Irontrader, and this is the weekend edition. So we're going to take a look here at some seasonality charts. We'll start off with crude and natural gas, and then we'll go and take a look here at the old indexes. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, we're going to start off here with crude oil. I like to show you this every so often. That way you can catch up on this to see what it is like seasonality over a 20-year period kind of a situation, okay? So now here we are in November, and you can see how crude pretty much sells right on off here for about the first couple weeks, I should say about a week or so here in December. Then we have a nice good rally up here until January, okay? The first couple of days, I always say that. Then we have this sideways action till February, okay? And that's really where your buying time is, and you really want to take it here up into this summer driving around that July kind of area. Now we got to see how it's all going to shake out this year because there's a pretty good glut going on here in the crude oil. But again, who knows? This is like over a 20-year period. We got to see if it shakes out. But right now, we got that little bit of sell-off here. So what we want to do is just to see how that all shakes out here about the first a week or so of December. Then we can take a little scalp long until the first couple of Januaries. And then we can have like a sideways action. There isn't really a whole lot here, but remember about the mid-February, you want to have a buying opportunity and just take a long. Now, obviously, what I do is I trade the crude, UCO for the long, SEO for the short, but then I'll jump into the XLE here like in February and the UGA for gasoline, and that seems to work out very, very nicely. All right, let's take a look here now at natural gas. All right, here we have natural gas. Now I can see here in November time, we come right on down, but really next you can see here how we're having a rally up, and that is pretty much what we're having here right now. Have a nice good rally up kind of a situation. Now, if we have a real cold winter kind of situation, natural gas is a pretty good size play. And then what you want to do is you don't got to be afraid here because usually what you do is then the futures contracts come in, and then we have a good sell signal going on here in December. And you can see here how it has a little bit of an uprise here in January. Depends on how it is like for weather-wise kind of a situation. And then we just kind of like a flat ski, and then we just run right up here until that June timeframe. Now, actually, this chart has been playing out here pretty good, where you can see that nice series of higher highs and higher lows situation. And really on the regular charts is coming off here also very, very nice. So now we're here at that November. You can see how we're going to rallying up, and that's what we're doing. I'm looking for that $5 mark, at least that 490 mark here in the natural gas here over time here till the end of November, and then we'll maybe take a nice good short. We'll see how that all trades out here here on the natural gas. Okay, let's take a look here now at the Dow. All right, here we have the Dow. Okay, so let's just see what we got going on. Okay, so we're here in this November time period, and you can see here where we had this really nice rally up in October. In November here, we have this situation. You can see where we have this down period, which we're having right now. Because realistically, as I keep saying, this is the tax selling time. And then we have a nice good rally into the end of the year. And you can see here pretty much like in January, we kind of go a little bit of a flat ski situation. Let me take that down just a little bit. We kind of go like a flat situation. Like through March, that's usually never really a good time. And then we have that nice good rally going up into the springtime. But right now, what we want to do is watch this November. We have this downside, but look for opportunity that maybe we can take this thing and go higher here, at least until the end of the year on the old Dow, okay? Here we have the Nasdaq. Now, this is my favorite, okay? So my favorite trade here is TQQQ. Now, they're going to do a reverse split. It's sitting about 105. It was really good trading today. Got just below 100, and I jumped right on it, and we're sitting right around that 105 area right now. So it's really a good trading situation. But they're going to do a reverse split. I'm going to do a regular split, not a reverse split, a regular split here. And so it should be right down in the $50 range. And this is really one that I traded all the way from 36 all the way up to that 110 area, I believe it was. So this is a very, very good, easy way to trade. However, if you don't want to just trade the ETF, you can do, you know, your Microsoft, and your Meta, and your Google, and your Amazon, and your Apple, and Netflix. All that stuff is working. Tesla, that's all working really good. So let's take a look at the chart. Now, you can see in November, we just kind of like a sideways to like a down action. But at the end of November, this is where you want to have your buying time to take it right up here into that January. That's going to be very, very key, okay? So that's what we're looking for. And then again, we're just like the Dow, we kind of like to go flat ski. You can do some trading here like in February, and then we have that nice good rally, but you can see how nice and straight up the Nasdaq. Now with this AI, I think you're only about the second or third inning on this. I think you got a long, long way to run. So that would be really good here. But again, just take a look at the seasonality. This is going to be a good buying opportunity. Maybe not today, but if you're long here at the end of this month, and then take it up into that January situation. Okay. All right, here we have last on the old docket here is the S&P, okay? So this is actually pretty much the same kind of a situation. Now, here we are in November, and you can see this like we are at the Nasdaq, that sideways consolidation, maybe down a little bit, but not huge pullbacks. Because I showed you the charts on the, as long as we're holding that 50 SMA, we're doing very, very good. But then again, there's your buying opportunity if you want to trade this and then take that long into the end of the year kind of a situation. And even into the first, a week or so here of January before we go a little sideways action. Now, again, we have that nice pop up there in February, and then we have that good buying opportunity to take it long all the way on up. So if you get a chance here, just check out these charts here, or you can go to equityclock.com. It's all sitting right there for anything that you want to do a seasonality. And again, this is over a 20-year period. I just wanted to show you, just give you a little bit of gist, on what is happening, over that 20-year period, and see what happens with the indexes. Because a lot of times I say when I say tax selling, that's pretty much all that it is you're just selling here. People are selling in for tax seasons, and then we can have that nice good rally up. But there's nothing really wrong with what's called the market is going on right now. Okay, let's see. All right, that's what I got for you. Just a little quick review there, okay, of the charts. When you look at the seasonality, again, they don't always play out exactly, but they give you a good gist over the 20-year period of exactly what's happening on. So in the markets that are pulling back right now, to me, I would get into the tech trade. I think that AI trade is really, really still rocketing. All those stocks are still, and the earnings are coming out are just absolutely huge blowout numbers until they're not. Okay, so that's what I would get into. And eventually, this government and all this stuff, this will be reopened. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so that's what I got for you. And I just want you to make sure that trade what's in front of you, not what you want. And I'll see you Sunday night. Thanks for watching.